It's morning mobility. All right, let's get started. Move your body so that you feel better in your body and that you can start your day a little bit more supple. So you're going to start feet hip width apart, okay? Relaxing the shoulders, and I want you to grow nice and tall to the ceiling. It doesn't mean put your shoulders here. It means let in the shoulders, helium in the head, okay? You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to let your head go forward as if your tongue is so heavy that it's pulling your head forward. Then it's going to take the rest of your spine as well. Arms are totally relaxed. Belly button goes in and up. And as you roll down, I want you to feel most of your weight on your toes. Once you're at the bottom and your whole back is stretched, you inhale for 3 breaths. And you want to send the air in your back, under this rib cage at the back. One more. Now as you exhale, you stuck your belly button in to the ceiling and you send your sitting bones back toward the floor, and you come and stretch your spine back up one bone at a time, feeling as if you had gained 2 centimeters at least. Now here you stay where you are, you bring your left ear to the left shoulder, and you're just going to let your head roll forward to the other side, okay? So it's really chin stays in contact or connection with your sternum. Don't overdo it, and don't go and squeeze your cervicals at the back. Just go forward and side to side. Okay. Now here you go like a ping pong ball from right to left. So left shoulder, left ear. You just lengthen through the roof and the ceiling. Right shoulder right here. Ear. Sorry, not here. Okay, now we're going to do a variation of our first exercise. So you're going to inhale nice and tall. As you exhale, you go to the left as if you were in between 2 glass panels. And once your rib is stuck to your hip, you let your right shoulder fall forward. Both legs are straight and you try to keep the weight even. You go down. Once you're down, you inhale and you pivot to the other side. And you go up, pushing through the right leg, lengthening through the left arm, and you come here. Inhale at the top, exhale now the other side. Right side, let the left shoulder fall forward, go down, pivot to the other side, and up with a round back. Now that should feel really nice. We're going to take it down to the mat. I want to open up the chest because what happens is when you have a brand new baby or even just a toddler, there's a lot of this happening. So there's a lot of tension here. And yes, it's one thing to stretch these muscles because they're constantly overworked. But what you also need to do is to open up that chest. And I will give you some really good exercises for this. So you're going to lay down on your back. Think of your spine in neutral again, okay? So if I were to put a glass of water on your lower belly, if your spine is neutral, it would stay, okay? If I have a tilt like that, it could fall on me. And if I have what we call an anterior tilt, so if I'm overarching my back, it could fall over there. So you really want to be, if you look at your lower tummy, nice and flat. Okay. So once you have that, you can keep your legs bent. You're going to point your fingers to the ceiling and your arms are touching. Okay, you want to lengthen through the clavicles, and you are going to a little prayer. You're going to bend your elbows at 90 degrees, and you're going to stay here. You're going to exhale, you're going to open toward the floor. Inhale, close. I'm exhaling as I open because I want your abs to somewhat hold so that you get the maximum stretch on your shoulders as you can. So right now we're just focusing on shoulders, pecs, shoulder mobility. And as you open, you can feel your scapula widen as you close and get a little bit closer and down as you open. Now you're going to stay here. You're going to slide your forearms toward the top. Keep your abs engaged. And then you're going to pull down, bending your arms so that your elbows pull lower. Okay, the goal is to try to keep your wrist as close to the floor as you can. Inhale up. Keep your abs connected, okay? It's not a strong contraction. It's just as if they were sewn together a little bit and the stitches are holding it. Sounds painful. The way I describe it. Up and down again. Okay, do this. Don't hesitate if you need more time and I change exercises too quickly. Don't hesitate to put me on pause. I won't take it personally. And you just keep doing the stretch that feels good for you. Now you stay at 90 degrees and you go hands toward the ceiling and all the way down. It's okay if your shoulders roll forward a little bit for this one. Okay, keep your spine in neutral, keep your abs connected, and try to keep your wrists straight. It's really hard to know if they're straight if you're not looking at them, so don't hesitate to give a look. Alright, now keep your hands up 90 degrees and you're just going to close and open again for a couple. And okay, now we're going to roll onto our side. And I want you to have your knees at 90 degrees in front of yourself. You can try to have the hips in line with your shoulders. You're going to interlace your fingers, place them behind your head, and you're going to rest your head onto your hand and your arm. Keeping the hips in front, you're going to inhale and open the arm. Exhale, close. We call this a book opening. It's almost as if you had an accordion and you were opening it, filling it with air. Inhale, exhale. For this one, I want you to totally let go the abdominal connection, okay? You don't want anything holding your back, holding you back when you're all the way open. Now you're going to stay open. You're going to open your right hand, or the one that's at the back, and you're going to straighten your top leg. And from there you can flex and point your foot. And flex and point. You should feel a really nice stretch from your, almost from your heel to the top of your leg, to your hip, and then in your back to the front of your shoulder. Couple more. And you're going to bend the leg, bring the hand back the head again, behind the head, and you're going to close. Let's do the other side. So interlace your, first get yourself in position. Hips, shoulders. I like to have my heels in line with my knees. Interlace the fingers, place them behind the head while you rested on your bicep. Keep your hips forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do one more and then you stay. Inhale, open. You open the left arm, so the arm at the back, and then you straighten the front leg or the top leg. And you let yourself sink into the movements. You can add a little flex and point of your foot. Flex, point. And breathe. This is so nice. You're going to bend the leg, bend the arm, and close your book. Now from here, we are going to go on all four. And we are going to do the cat stretch. So, knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, and you're not here, okay? So you're lengthening your scapula, and you're lowering your shoulders away from your ear. And your head isn't falling back, and it's not looking forward. It's in center. Now from here, inhale, prepare. As you exhale, you're going to round your lower back first. And now the head and the upper body are joining. And you push in your hands Round that back. Now from here, head and sitting bones are going to come back to neutral, and you're going to look in front and arch your back as if you wanted the back of your head to touch your bum. And then again, round your lower back fast, and then push in there. Inhale, lower the shoulders, raise the gaze. Let's do one more because it is so nice. Now back to neutral, to what I taught you before. Now from here, you're going to inhale by pushing into the right hand and lifting the left arm to the ceiling. As you exhale, you thread the needle and underneath. And then you know what, on this one, we're just going to put our shoulder down and we're going to stay in here. And you breathe. Now let's do again. Open. And exhale down. And stay there for an extra breath. And on the exhale, it's the last one. Sorry, inhale up. And you exhale down. Now let's swap side. Inhale, open the right hand. Exhale, close. Inhale, open again. And again. Let's stay for a breath. Exhale, stay. Now inhale, open. Exhale, dive. Now back on all four. You're going to sit on your heels, open the knees shoulder width apart, walk your hands far away, and press the palm of your hands into the mat. And feel the release in your upper back and around your scapula. It is so nice. And you breathe. Now from here, you walk both your hands to the left, and you're going to aim, your right hand is going to go far, 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 far. That way you really get the maximum out of that stretch, and you should feel it in your intercostal muscles and under and around your scapula. Let's move it to the other side. And release. From here, you're going to sit on your bum. We're going to do an exercise called so. So I want you to have your legs straight-ish. If it's too much effort for you to sit with your legs straight like these and a straight back, feel free to bend them a little. The most important for me is that your spine is upright. You're going to open your arms just in front of your shoulders. You don't want them here because it's going to put some tension in your shoulder joint. So a little bit forward. Shoulders are relaxed. You inhale nice and tall. And now, keeping your sitting bones nice and heavy, you're going to twist and dive. Your gaze follows the back hand. You're going to inhale back up, and then you're going to twist and dive. As if, this exercise is called saw, because it's as if you're sewing off your leg. It's a bit grim. And inhale. And again. So you want to keep both your sitting bones quite heavy so that your legs don't move like this. And now from here, to me, it just makes sense to make the classic leg stretch. So you're going to bring your left heel toward your pubic bone. The right leg is straight, if you can have it straight, and you're going to dive with your right hand and your left hand. You're going to dive in I really insist on the left hand as well. That way you have a bit more opening in your hip. And you breathe while you stretch this a little. Let's go outside. So the right heel toward the pubic bone, and then two hands you grab your foot or your ankle, wherever your flexibility meets you. And you stretch those legs. Now let's do splits, so you can open both legs. And there's two versions I like, okay? I am not very flexible, so I don't like going forward here because I feel like it's more my back than my legs. So what I like doing is putting my hands behind, growing tall, and pushing myself forward with a straight spine. If you're very flexible and this does nothing for you, then please go put your forehead on the mat if you can, or your arms or wherever feels comfortable for you. If you want to add a little bit of extra, you flex your feet and you try to roll your legs backward. You want to grow tall in the spine. And you breathe. Now let's bring both feet in. And you just let your knees sink to the floor and let your chest move forward toward your feet. Notice how I didn't say your head, because I don't want this. I want this. Okay, and to finish for today, we're going to get up and we're going to finish with a roll down. So now that we're up on our feet, let's finish with a roll down. So I want your feet to be hip width apart. But when I say hip width apart, most people are here. I'm not talking about out here. I am talking about where your femur bone meets your hip socket. So if you feel your little hip bones over here, you count 2 to 3 centimeters up, down and diagonal here. And this is your hip width. So roughly this for me. Relax the shoulders. Remember, lead into the shoulders, helium in the head. Arms are dangling. Inhale, nice and tall. Length at the back of the neck, and then as you exhale, you're going to pull your tongue forward as if it's so heavy it's going to pull your head. Belly button goes in and up, and you're going to open up your spine one bone at a time forward. If you need to take an in-breath halfway through, you can. And then you keep going, keep your weight forward, and don't go into a leg stretch. It's the spine we're stretching here. And inhale at the back. As you exhale, you come and stick your belly button to your spine. You send your sitting bones facing the floor again. You revert your spine into neutral. The shoulders fall into place. As you inhale, you let your arms float to the ceiling. You come up on your tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale. Let everything go. Let's do this once more. And everything goes. And we are done for today. I hope you feel more mobile, and that is going to help you with your day. I'll see you for the next workout. Thank you.